There is a molehill right in front, and where it has a spring which has underground water all years around. Do you really know where that underground water comes from? Or are we viewing the world completely upside down? Maybe this is just a little tales around the gardener. The world is actually upside down. The root of the plants has extended out to a completely new dimension, and actually their biology is actually fascinating. And looking at this, the basket, well, I cannot even hold it. This basket gets so large that I have a full basket of orchids, and when I wake up one morning, they give me some biggest surprise in my life, and I find it out they have spring. Well, it's not as if they are pregnant, but they have done something that shocked me annually. Once again this year, I will follow it up and see how this good news is turning around. So the roots, this is the original orchids which has been with me since last year, and they are entering the second years. These two guys has thinned down substantially. They used to be much stronger, but they run into some troubles, quite fatal, but now it's okay, and they turn around from negative to positive very, very powerfully. This little guy is as weak as 1 year ago. Whoop. And actually, in a different environment, the same plants behave very differently. I will replace it in my brother's rooms to show him how orchid flowers, but it turned out to be a very negative experience, so I returned this orchid as soon as possible, and it now is doing well. There is a newcomer. This one is a gorgeous dining dress. It has a light color flowers, and I'm going to show it next time when it flowers. It has a very, very beautiful dining dress kind of flowers. This is a new members, and you can see one of its leaves has been shed, and this is the yellow one. Their root has extended out quite randomly. Well, you can say plant A is talking to plant B, and they all have a communication network all set out, and the root seems to communicate with each other. Now, these two guys has been replotted with a plotting mix. This is a new plotting mix that has been placed. That has been replaced with the old plotting moss. After 1 year, this plotting moss will fail, and the orchids will give you a very powerful gesture. The orchid will not speak in plain words to you that I am going to die if you don't replant me in. I give you 2 months of notice. I will plot it just in time, in 1.5 months before the situations get worse. And the gesture is, they will first shed their leaves and tell you there's something terribly wrong. The roots will extend out, and as if they have legs to try to move away from the old locations, and you better pay attention to them. And if at the end of the 2 months warnings you still do nothing about it, you will say goodbye to them, and that's it. So I will plot them with a plotting mix that has more texture. This is a charcoal, rock. That's actually concrete. It's a very rough and ugly kind of concrete, and a chunk of wood, and this is a plate of food for plants. They take a different kind of delicacy, unlike humans. Now this plotting moss has been taken out from the troublesome plots, and I washed them, spoiled them, and they are ready to be recycled, and I can use it again. So, well, very likely that this plotting moss, once has been rejected by the plants, can be recycled and used again if you process it properly. So so I will take a deep breath, and there is something going on in this basket, and well, it's a bombshell pregnant notice, and thank goodness this is not costly, because this is just a plant. If the human got pregnant, that will be really bombshell. And I'll see you later.